What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Build It video, and today we're going to talk about how to boost your population on your feeder cities or your main city to unlock the things that you need to unlock early on in the game. For those of you who have not already, please hit that like and subscribe button. Comment below with any feedback or questions that you might have. We are recruiting new people in our group. We have a couple slots still available if you guys want to join in. We are looking for higher level players, but you're more than welcome to join as a lower level player. Our club code is RQMKNG. It's going to be in the description of this video. If you plan to be a member of our group, go ahead and take a minute out of your day to watch the group rules video. It explains how we do trading and what the abbreviations and stuff in the group chat mean. Again, I'm going to give you just a quick rundown, okay? If you're joining the group for a war club, this is not the club for you. We do war, but we only do war for the contest of mayors, and we only allow people to attack for the purpose of the contest of mayors. That way that there are targets available if somebody else gets an assignment, and that way we aren't winning too many wars and getting bumped up too many arenas, making it even more difficult to hit those chest assignments. So if you're looking for a active chat and trade / contest of mayors group, this would definitely work for you, okay? We want people that are going to be active and follow the rules. The rules are pretty straightforward and simple, so go ahead and watch that group rules video. Again, we're looking for people, so if you need a place to be, there you go. We're here, all right? We're going to be in war on Tuesday, so now would be the time to join in. Now, for those of you who have your feeder cities or your main city, and you're trying to unlock certain aspects of the game, okay? So early on, you need 10,000 population to unlock the Global Trade Depot, which is where you're going to be able to buy things on the global market. So you also need a certain amount of population to unlock the airport. I believe the VU, I haven't, it's been so long since I've unlocked this stuff, you guys. But what you can do for requirements, population requirements, is you can click a category, for example, like this. Let's say you click education and you hold down here and it will tell you the requirements needed. At the beginning of each and every category, you will see a department or an HQ. That is something that you have to purchase in order to be able to purchase any buildings thereafter, okay? All of these buildings are locked until you purchase the first one. This first building is very ugly on every tab. It doesn't offer shit for epic points, and it gives you a really crappy pop boost. I have all of mine in storage. If you are somebody who cares a lot about the way your city looks, you know, maybe early on you'll want to place these out for just that additional pop boost, but later on you'll be able to put them in storage, okay? You don't have to have them out in order to be able to place other buildings on your map, is what I'm saying. So at any point in time where you want to know what the requirements are to unlock something, all you have to do is read the menus, okay? That is one tip that is so simple, but yet so valuable, okay? The reading of the menus means everything. A lot of people, I don't know why, but they just overlook everything when it comes to reading the menu. Hold this down and you see where it says requirements and it shows that little pink circle thing and it says 10. That is your level requirement. Okay, that symbol matches the symbol in the top left corner of your screen that shows your city level. That is what that means. You'll also see this symbol when you go to join a group and it says that you're unable to join because of the requirements. That is a level requirement. Okay, so you need to be level 10. Once you're level 10, you can purchase this, and then you can purchase whatever buildings after, and then you have to look at the requirements. So see how it says Department of Education? That means it requires this building to purchase this building. Other buildings require, see, like this one, you have to have the high school before you can buy the community college, okay? So you will have to buy buildings that you may or may not like to get ones that you do like. When you go to boost your pop in your main, either your main city or your feeder city, if it's a feeder city, then you're going to want to keep it a low level. And that means that you're going to be boosting your pop mostly with parks. if you look at your parks tab, a lot of people use this one because it's 4,000 coins, but it does a 5% pop boost. If you pay the 1,000 extra coins, you can get 10% pop boost. Very few people buy this one. I don't know why. If it's just that they like the look of this one more, but if you're going based off these two, definitely buy this one for the 5,000. Okay, you get 5% more pop boost for the same size building. As you scroll, you'll see you won't have a lot of the stuff that you see on my menu. This is all limited time or holiday stuff. But you'll be able to look at like this one here for 14,000 and so on, okay? This one is another popular one. This is a 30% pop boost. This one has to be placed horizontally, not vertically. This one is placed vertically or I believe horizontally, but this one you can only place in one direction, all right? So basically you're gonna go through all of your parks and get the ones that have a decent pop boost. Now, something that a lot of people get confused with, and you can boost your pop as well with the landmarks tab. So that will be like ponds, trees, things like bridges, stuff like that. That tab is going to be a little more difficult though, because the pop boost is so low on the ponds. If you look at your water, the pop boost for a big lake is 16%. This one is 8%, and this one is 2%. So it really depends on what water that you have placed out. You know what I mean? If you're only doing the ponds, you're going to have a much lower pop boost around that area. Now, when you look at your screen, anytime you look at your screen, this is how the population works. Okay, so a lot of people get confused about this. When you click on whatever tab it is that you're looking at, you're going to look, let's say you're at your landscape tab. At the very top center of my screen, you see where it says 211,143? That is the total number of pop that is being boosted for that category, okay? Now, if I scroll along my screen, you'll see all these little numbers with people, and it says like plus 192. That is how many people it is boosting for that one item, okay? All of the water that you see that doesn't have numbers, it isn't within the vicinity of a home, therefore it's not boosting any population, okay? It's like this for every tab. Now, I've seen several people calculate their pop differently. A lot of people get very confused by this aspect, and I'm going to show you what I mean, okay? They will go to place a building, and here, I think I talked about this in one of my videos, but they go to place a building and it shows you the pop that you will get if you place that building, and it increases it, but it doesn't increase it on one of the tabs until after the building is placed, okay? I know I talked about this in one of my videos. So let's say that I'm going to place a park, all right? And I bring it up, and you'll see these blue lines here. Some of them are higher than others. You have a maximum amount that you can boost each residential per category. So you'll be able to see, okay, look, a lot of these homes on this side are, let's just say that the lines are all the way to the top. That means that those homes are being boosted to the maximum amount that they're being, that they're allowed. If the lines are much shorter or non-existent, like these ones, you see how they have no lines. That means you have no coverage in that area. You see how there's no green on your map. That means that you'll probably, if you were to place a building of like a 40% pop boost in an area where there's nothing green there, you're going to get a higher pop boost than if you were to place it where there's, pop already being boosted elsewhere. So try to put your high pop boost stuff within the most populated part of your city, and try to evenly spread your coverage. So see how as I scroll this thing around, the numbers change to 0 or what it tells me what it would be if I was to place it here. See how it's like 4,000 plus 4,000 something plus 1,100. Now that's going to change because you're going to move a house to place it there. but it's relatively, reasonable. So right here, you look at the top left part of my screen where the population number is. See how it's not moving, but it moves after I place it. See how it moved? Okay. Now, something that confuses people quite a bit. Hang on just a sec here. I believe it's the landscape tab that does this one. Okay. So let's say that we go to place this. See, yeah, it's the landscape tab. So watch that pop boost number on the top left part of my screen. I haven't placed it, but the numbers are moving. Okay. This confuses people because they think that they're boosting their pop by just simply scrolling around on their screen, and they're not. Okay. Until it's boosting up, but it's not actually there until okay, look, watch. Sorry, I have like no room on my map to do this shit, you guys. Okay, right there. So the numbers are moving, right? So I place it and those numbers are there. Now, if I pick this thing back up and I put it in storage, the numbers go down, right? So you're not getting it until you place it. It's just adding them up during that time. And it only seems to do this with the landscape tab. And that's what kind of throws people off. But basically, you aren't actually getting that pop boost until you place the building. Okay? Once you exit that menu, that pop boost will go away unless you place that building. If you're a low level or you have a feeder city and you're trying to unlock the depot and you need just a little bit more pop, the best thing that you can do is put all of your homes or whatever as close together as you can, and then try to get as much pop boost within that same circle or square as you can. Now, this will require that you upgrade your roads. However, there is a road upgrade trick that you can do very early on in the game, and I recommend that you go and watch my road. I have 2 road upgrade videos. One of them is labeled road upgrades, and the other one is labeled how not to, or like never pay for road upgrades again, or whatever, something like that. Watch that one and watch it before you rearrange all your stuff. Okay, it is very, very important. It can save you literally thousands of coins very early on. You can do it throughout the whole duration of the game, but essentially, what you're doing is I'll show you. Okay. You can only have 3 red roads at any one given time. So if you can get those 3 red roads to go elsewhere where there's no population affected, see how these are red? They're just little tiny pieces of road and they're red. Nothing on those roads is touching any homes. Therefore, it's not affecting my happiness. Okay. They will not change. Those roads will not go to yellow or whatever until I specifically upgrade them or I move something along that stretch of road. As long as I never touch that stuff that's sitting there, I will never have to upgrade a road again because it's stuck on that one. Now, I explain it much more in detail in that video, but I strongly recommend that you take a look at that. If you guys are looking to boost your population early on, the best thing that you can do is to get the parks. And you guys, later on, if you decide that you don't want the parks, you can bulldoze them and get half your money back. But I don't recommend bulldozing them if you have intentions of ever using them or just simply because you're broke. Okay, don't do that. There's plenty of ways to get money, and I offer a lot of information on my channel. You shouldn't be hurting for money bad enough to where you have to bulldoze all your stuff. Okay? This one here is a good one. If you're somebody who spends real money on the game, that Plum Bob Park it's nice, it's cool, but one of my favorites to place is the little pink Tokyo tree. This one here. It is 60,000 coins. The radius seems to be quite large, and it usually boosts a nice amount. I buy them when they're on sale, though. This game, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hold on to your funds, whether it be cash, keys, plat keys, whatever, coins. Stock up, stock up, stock up. Don't be in a hurry to spend stuff. People are always in a hurry to spend stuff. The stuff in the menu is going to be there full time, okay? There is no hurry on buying it. It is there. Now, the limited time shit, that's where you need to be able to buy shit when it comes along. So people that are just starting out or whatever, they get all excited and they start buying like little shit that they could have waited on, that they could have bought later. And then a limited time event comes along and then they're screwed, you know, because they spent their money. So not only that, but for you lower level people, if you're following the Missy's Building Guide, you guys are limited to the amount of, you're not upgrading as fast as everybody else. So I strongly recommend that you hold off on buying anything major or spending any keys or anything, because you could save those. And then once you hit level 24, you'll unlock the epic projects. And that way you know which epic pointers are available to you, because you're going to want to buy buildings worth at least 3 epic pointers. Buy buildings that you like the look of. Buy buildings that, you know, you are going to for sure want. But more importantly, pay attention to the limited time promotions that pop up on your screen. Do not waste your cash on rares, especially if you're a low level player. If you're a high level player, that might be the only way you can get rares, is by doing those cash bundles that pop up. If you have a feeder city and you are wondering what to do with the cash on your feeder city, a lot of people will go and they'll buy these storage parts for, one at a time. Don't do that. Wait for those promotional things to pop up and buy them in bulk in the bundles. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and end this video because I want to get a video out on some limited time stuff and explain some of the stuff about that. So you guys, when you're boosting your pop, just make sure that you're not wasting space that's within that area. So, try the best you can to evenly place each category that you have unlocked. And this will be very difficult to do, especially if you care about the looks of your city. Because if you're not doing a grid, like a lot of people will do a grid layout. And what that means is they'll do like 2 rows of homes, and then they'll put, 2 rows wide, leave it empty, and fill it with specialization. Then they'll do another 2 rows of homes to get the maximum amount of coverage for each area. But if you care about the looks of your city, that's going to be a lot more difficult. Plus, you're also going to have things placed out that aren't necessarily the most beneficial when it comes to a pop boost. The only reason that you need to even care about pop is to unlock certain aspects of the game. Otherwise, pop is pretty much pointless, really. It's more just a matter of it ups your taxes a little bit, but not much. And I have videos on all this stuff. But aside from unlocking, the airport and some other items in the game, you really don't need all that much pop. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video because I want to get the other video out. But you guys, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below.